Greed. It's your boy Wild, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Good Bastard, man. Yo.
This that throwback wild, before that murder trial. We got drums with scratches like parades, we marching around the town. Keep it a bang.
All right, so we got the one and only Wildboy jumping off the porch with us today.
Yes, sir.
Welcome,
Pleasure
bro.
to be here, man. You know, waiting for this moment.
Yes, sir, man. How we feeling today, too, man?
I'm feeling great, man. You know, had to get here. Man.
But you just dropped the album today, too, man. You got to be in a good mood, man.
Man, battle tested, man. You know, one of them ones, man. You know what I mean? I put my my heart and soul in that jump right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was checking it out earlier, man. Lot of good songs on there, too, man.
Yeah. They giving me a lot of good feedback on the net, man.
That's pretty good for the first, where we at, 12 hours of this shit being out?
Yeah.
So.
Dropped at, 12 o'clock last night?
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Great, man.
Nah, that's super dope, man. Yeah, we'll get back to the project in a bit, but man, go ahead and shout your people, you know, sitting up there that took this ride with you, too.
My boy D, man, my brother Slabs, man. YWR Mob.
Yes, sir, man. What else you got planned while you're here in the city of Atlanta, man? What else you doing while you're
I'm gonna
here?
hit a few studios, get a session in, check a couple producers, all that shit.
Okay. You come down here pretty often or not too much?
Yeah, I be out here.
Yeah.
Be out here often.
How would you say the vibes are here in Atlanta compared to back at home then?
Atlanta, you know, it's really like, it's a great place, you know. It's a great place, a lot going on. I like it because it's so like, when you step here, you just feel like you trying to go get the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the business structure, the way everything's set up out here, that's what I like about it so much.
Yeah, it's like everyone down here is trying to get it. Everyone's down here with a mission.
Yeah,
you know
like you got to, like when you come around, you got the water boy, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone
they
hustling.
always selling something. You don't even really go to my city and see a lot of young guys doing that.
For real.
Nah, hell.
Yeah. You know, with the year wrapping up, man, how would you say your 2024 went for you, man?
Man, I mean, it was good and bad, you know. It was good and bad. A lot of tests, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things transpired in the year, back and forth, jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, being in the city, get a lot of targeting from, you know, law enforcement and stuff like that. A lot of hate, a lot of stuff like that. You know, we deal with it.
Yeah.
Keep it pushing, man, you know. But, you know, it was good. I can't complain, man. Challenging, you know what I'm saying? Like, challenging.
Yeah, at the end of the day, as long as we survive and we're free at the end of the year, you got to feel like that's a positive, man.
Yeah, for sure. You know, because a lot of people don't make it.
Real shit.
I'm still here, man, through everything. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed, you know.
Yeah, and like you said, with all that targeting in your city, do you feel like maybe it's time to move out then, or?
Yeah, man. Like I didn't move a couple times and just always get drawn back, you know.
For real.
Yeah.
What usually draws you back then? Is it family, just just being familiar with the area, or?
It be like I get a lot of work done there, then as well as like family and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really be in the streets too much, but it be my brothers, you know what I'm saying? It be like me having to be there. I always feel like I gotta be there for them and be there for the people I love, you know. So I always come back. A little comfortable, you know, since something I got to get out of even more.
Nah, understood, man. Yeah, and for folks that don't know, you from Norfolk?
Norfolk, Virginia, man.
Yeah, man. 2
up, 2 down.
Yeah, man. Talk about the culture up there. Like, what really be going on up in that city then, man?
I mean, it's a lot going on, man. You know, we coming up, we bringing the city up. There's a few guys out there, like on the positive. We got a great box out there, Keyshawn.
Okay.
Yeah, Keyshawn Davis, you know, home of the grounders. You got Pusha T them out there for real. You know, they got a lot of great things going on in the city as far as that aspect. But you know, it's always the rough too. You know what I'm saying? The streets, and that's where I come from. So it's like, it be so much going on. I try not even to pay attention to it, but it's like when I got a lot of friends or I got a lot of, you know, guys I call my brothers, guys I thug with, like they still in the streets, so it'd be like, I might get a call, I'm trying to handle business, I'm trying to do this, but I might get a call, oh, this just happened, and, you know, like the love and the person I am, and, you know, it just sometimes make you want to run out there and, you know what I'm saying, go get on that, but it's just be like, man, it's just like every other place, you know. It got its good and its bad.
Yeah, I always say, like, having that good heart, it's a good thing and a bad thing, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you love taking care of your peoples, but it's like, when does the shit ever end, you know?
Yeah, man, I'm tired. I be to the point where, like, man, I just gotta focus, bro. Like, I've been back and forth to jail, been in penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, I gotta put myself first. Like, I gotta put myself first, stand on it, because at the end of the day, this is what I set out to do. I gotta complete the mission, you know what I mean?
Not real shit.
So it's like, I gotta complete that mission, bro. Like, y'all out here, y'all grown, you know what you doing. Shit, you feel me? Like, you gotta go stand on that shit. Like, you gotta take care of that shit. I can't keep running every time to go do this or do that, even as much as my heart want me to, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I know better, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go stand on the business, because this was, at the end of the day, I still got mom, you know what I mean? I got dad, I got sisters, I got brothers, I got nieces, I got nephews, you feel me? And they depend on me the most, you know? So it's like, I gotta go stand on that business to do what I gotta do for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you gotta put yourself in position to be able to take care of everyone too.
Yeah, it be hard though, man. The transition, you know, from the streets to, you know, the entertainment world, or when you trying to change, it be hard. The transition be hard.
Yeah.
It be hard.
How would you describe your upbringing, like coming up and growing up and everything?
Like, man, shit, it was good. Like, it was good. It started out good all the way to the years till I got in so I started getting in middle school about 11. I just grew up, I was a good kid, then I just, you know what I'm saying, my environment just turned me to a different type of person, different type of animal, you know, just seeing certain things. And shit, I grew up, it was my older sisters, I got 2 older sisters and a little brother. So I was the oldest boy in the house, you feel what I'm saying? So I was the man of the house, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm outside, you know, growing up back then, you always had a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? It might be 10 kids in this household, 9, 8 in this one, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, bro, I gotta fight. I can't go call my mama, you know what I mean? There's a lot going on. I gotta fight, I gotta do this, that, and the third. My brother, he younger than me, my sister, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I had to grow up, you know what I'm saying? I had to man up, I had to get out there and figure it out. You know what I mean? I can't go call mama and daddy for everything, you know what I mean?
When would you say you did jump off the porch? How old were you at the time?
Man, I jumped off the porch about 11, 12, man. I ain't even gonna lie. About 11, 12, jumped off the porch, man. You know, I grew up around a bunch of older guys. I always hung with like older people, like a couple guys my age, but I always was trying to figure out what would, you know, like I was always a observant type of kid, you know, so I used to pay attention to everything. I wanted the flashy stuff in life, like, you know what I mean, the money, the cars, you know what I mean, the clothes, you know what I'm saying? I seen a whole bunch of beautiful women out there, so I want to do that, you know what I mean? So that's what I got on. Like I started wilding, like started thugging in the streets. I ain't even gonna lie, it was like around Christmas time when you can't get no more, everybody out in my neighborhood, they got motor scooters and Harley Davidsons and all of those stuff like that. And it was like, man, one day I woke up Christmas time and I ain't get that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, that shit just made me mad. But I had to realize, you know, I got a mom who trying to support a household of 4, you know, keep clothes and food, you know, pay the bills, all that type of stuff. So in my mind, it was like, shit, I can't keep being mad at what I don't get. I gotta be thankful for what I got and thankful for what she's doing, and also just get out there and help, you know what I'm saying? So I turned to the streets.
No shit.
You know what I mean? I turned to the streets. I tried it all, bro, like hustling, you know, like robbing, all that. Like, I turned to the streets, bro, and it was just like, once I got a taste of that, it wasn't no looking back. You know what I mean? I grew up, you know what I mean? Like I said, my brother, there's a few of my other brothers that ain't here though, but I grew up on Southside Berkeley. I'm from Berkeley, you know, Norfolk, Virginia. So it was like, shit was a lot going on out there. Everybody out there hustling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of killing, a lot of robbing going on. Same thing in, you know, a lot of other places, but what grabbed me, it was just like I had a few older dudes who ain't here no more, Long Live Trey, Long Live James, you know what I'm saying, who I used to pay attention to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, it rubbed off on me, you know what I'm saying? So I got in the streets, bro, like heavy, you know what I mean, heavy. By the age of 15, I was already locked up, malicious wounding, gang participation, you know what I mean? Like 15, I'm gone, first time locked up. I ain't even know what came with it for real, you know what I'm saying? I knew what came with it, I seen what people went through, but actually me going through it, it was different. But it made me, you feel me, it turned me to a man. Having to go through those battles on my own, you know what I'm saying? Like being locked up, you feel me? Like mama can't really get there every time. She ain't got no car, you feel me? Daddy, he going through his little stuff, you feel me? Like he still growing or still, you know what I mean, in the streets or whatever he was going through. And then my dad was like wanted at the time too. Like he came and visited me the first couple times where I got locked up, and after that he was wanted, so he couldn't even come up there. Then I get the call that he locked up while I'm in juvenile in Virginia Beach or whatever like that. And you know, that shit it crushed me for real, but it's like I had to man up. I had to go through all that on my own, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I went through. I wouldn't really take it back, you know, because it made me who I am today. Yeah, it helped.
Yeah, so what would you say was like the breaking point to where you figured out, all right, I got to get out the streets and try something else then, man?
Man, the breaking point was crazy. Like, okay, so like 2009, I had got locked up. I went upstate. I came home in like 2012, you know. By the time I came home in 2012, it's like I still had that street in me, you know. It was a lot of things I still haven't done, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I came home wilding, bro, like, you feel me, like just out there being robbing shit, you know, doing all that type crazy stuff, like, but I always felt like I had to. I ain't never felt like I did something to somebody that, you know, for no reason. It was like, bro, I got to, you know what I'm saying? Hustling, I tried that. That wasn't enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't had no plugs, or we ain't had nobody that come around and, you know what I mean? We ain't really had too many big dogs, you know? So it was like, man, I had to go get it. So I went out there and went for what I knew, you know what I'm saying? So basically, like, when I came home from upstate, I ended up, you know, coming to the streets or whatever like that, and, you know, I hit big, you know what I'm saying? I hit big, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I hit big. Whole lot of pounds, whole lot of money, you know, and from there, I never looked back, you know what I'm saying? But I was still wilding. Ended up getting locked up, 2 first-degree murders, home invasion, robbery, attempted murder, about 8 gun charges, a violation, another gun charge, like shit was crazy, you feel me? They set me down 2014, and just in that time, when I came home in 2012, I got locked up 2009. When I came home in 2012, it's like I started, like, you know, like writing music when I was locked up, and you know what I'm saying, just really venting, just cause I'm a music head, you know, so it's just really venting and, you know, just flowing, cause we ain't had too much music in there. Like the counselors and stuff, they'd come around, you know, play the radio here and there, but we ain't had no music, so I was making music, you know, making beats in my head and stuff like that, and writing it. So when I came home, I was in the crib one day at one of my homeboys' crib and shit, and you know, they just playing instrumentals, and I just started rapping. You know what I'm saying? I just started rapping or whatever. So they like, bro, you hard as a bitch, and you know, I took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? I already knew I had a little, you know, but I just got better over time. So I had took it and ran with it and shit, and like, I still won't like fully sold on being like, I ain't know I was gonna take rap serious. You know, I won't fully sold on it, but I still was doing it, but I won't fully sold on it or whatever. And, I was still in the streets, bro, like heavy in the streets, you know what I mean? And then by the time I tried to like really transition out of it, it was too late. I was locked up, murder, you know what I'm saying? Fighting 2 first-degree murders, you know what I mean? And a whole bunch of other, I ain't even gonna lie, I had about 20-some, 30 felonies, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, I had about 20-some, 30 felonies, bro.
Did you have to go to trial for that, or?
Yeah, I had to go to trial. I did 8 days in trial. One of my cases got non-processed. One of them I ended up getting found guilty of a gun charge and a violation. That's what sent me to penitentiary. I got 5 years for a firearm charge, and I got 2 years for a violation.
Okay.
So that sent me to penitentiary, but all the other cases I beat, you know. Yeah, I ended up beating them. One of them got non-processed, and the murder trial, like that shit was crazy. True. 8 days long. on trial, like waking up early in the morning, going back to the pod late at night. You know, it took a toll on me though. It took a toll on me, 8 days in there. And I did it with a court-appointed lawyer. I ain't even had no paid lawyer.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, shout out Chad Dorsey, man. You watching this shit, shout out Chad Dorsey, man. You did that.
Where were you at mentally during those 8 days? Like, were you feeling positive about this shit? Or?
I mean, like, I was so attentive to everything that was being said, every witness. Like, it was like, bro, it was like 20-some, 30 witnesses taking a stand. You know, people in there lying, saying they seen me do this, saying they seen me. And he was my brother right here. Slash, he had a case with me too, and then one of my other brothers, Beezy, he ain't here right now. But yeah, so it was like, it was mentally like, it was draining for real. You know, it was draining, but it's like I had to really pay attention to everything that was being said, you know, because it's my life. Like, shit, I was facing 2 life sentences. Like, won't no coming back. And in that time right there, that's when, like, when I got locked up and faced with all that, that's when I realized, like, damn, I get locked up and do life, but I don't even got no kids yet, you feel me? So it's like, if they take my life right now, I ain't even gonna never be able to show the world my greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, like I started being in the word. Like I had this homeboy, he's still locked up right now, Free Hess, man. You know, Hess was locked up for a police murder, came home, you know, got locked right back up for another murder and ended up doing but he ended up getting like 42 years or something like that. But in that time frame, we was locked up. We was on the same floor, 7th floor in Norfolk City Jail, whatever like that. And you know, he just came to me one day. We used to just chat back and forth through the bars and shit like that. So he like, bro, you believe in God, you believe in the word and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. But it's like before then, I read the Bible, you know, and not even saying like I read it, you know, and I never understand it. I never understand like what was going on, and I just read it. You know what I mean? Like just reading it. So it's like when we used to chat, he told me like certain things to read, and it's like, man, when I open that joint up at that point in my life, it's like a blindfold was pulled off my eyes. I really started understanding everything. It's like that shit was talking to me. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's like it was talking to me. But yeah, bro, like that shit was like, it was a journey, bro. Like everybody counts you out, you know. Everybody go against you. People that you put your life on the line for, you know, like it just was crazy, bro. But I just knew like, I always had this intuition, or I just knew it was God talking to me like, man, you gonna be all right. Like this shit just gonna, you know, this gonna make you who you supposed to be, you know? And it's like I visioned that shit all the way through. It's like I used to tell my nigga like, bro, we going home, bro. Like we going home, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to vision it all the way through, but my boy, he that shit was a serious situation, bro. Like just thinking about it now, you know what I'm saying? Like just thinking about it now, like I came a long way since then, you know what I'm saying? Like I came home, I ended up beating all the other cases, you know, and then once I beat all the other cases, like I said, I went up to penitentiary for 5 years. It was 7 years, I had 2 years on a violation, 5 years for the high. So once I got there, I was in the jail like 3 years fighting all them cases. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 years fighting all them cases, and I just ended up riding. They ended up shipping me to DLC. I had to go to Nottoway. For receiving. I was in there like 30 days. Then I got shipped to Greensville. When I got to Greensville, whatever like that, I did most of my whole bid at Greensville. I ended up doing like 6 years and 3 months off the whole 7 years, you know, and I came home from St. Brad's. It's a prison like in Chesapeake area. Yeah. You know, it's just like the whole time I was in there, bro, I was working on my mind, body, and soul, bro. I was working out, you know, getting knowledge, reading books, you know what I'm saying? Like running it up, I was doing everything in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like just writing. I had this vision, like when I come home, this what I'm on, you know what I mean? I can't go back to the streets on that other shit, like I'm blessed, bro. Like, you know, I got a lot of folk, like a lot of niggas who ain't here. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas who ain't make it through that situation. Like, I got niggas locked up that feel at that same time they doing life, you know what I mean? It's a lot of, free Ruger, free the guys, free Dog, free Eat Ray, free all my bros, man. If I miss you, I still love you, nigga. Free all my guys. But they feel around the same time, you know, for murders and shit like that too. But, you know, they weren't as fortunate, you know what I'm saying? We still going hard to get them home, but it's like, bro, I'm here for a reason, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I couldn't go back out there on that same shit. And then when I'm locked up, I lost real brothers that was my everyday niggas, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, bro, I can't go back out there like that. Like, I ain't even want that shit on my name, like out there wilding and just people been expecting me to do this, do that, you know what I'm saying? I just came home with a whole different game plan, you know what I'm saying? And I told myself I was gonna rap, like I was gonna take that shit serious, and I came home, hit the ground running, you know what I mean?
That's when you dropped that first day out?
Yeah, that's when I dropped that first day out, man, yeah. Fresh out the can. Came home, dropped that. You know everybody dropped that first day out. So I had to drop that first day out though, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been like, it been challenging ever since then, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm sticking with it. I'm going hard for it. Like, I ain't got no plan B, gang. This shit gonna work, gotta work, you feel me? Like, anything I ever set out to do, bro, I accomplished. You know, so I believe in it that much. Yeah. And then, like, when I was locked up, I lost a friend. Young Rich, long live Shootout. You know, I named him Shootout. But Young Rich, everybody know him as Young Rich, like, or whatever like that. So, you know, like, it just touched me, bro. Like, it touched me to the point where it was like, man, damn, my boy ain't even gonna be here with me when I come home, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was one of the people that believed in me, you know, before this shit even took off to this point. Like, he was one of the few that believed in me, so it was like, damn, how can I incorporate, you know, like how can I really incorporate him being here with me? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started the label, YWR. You know, his name Young Rich, my name Wild. You know what I mean? Okay. Young, Wild, and Rich, you know what I mean? And that's a way of life, that's our lifestyle. Like, everybody wanna be young, wild, and rich, you know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. So I started that label back in penitentiary, probably like 2017, maybe. Something like that, like 2017, like whole penitentiary, man. They knew I was, you know, a lot of guys talk like, oh, when I go home, I'm gonna do this. But I'm chosen, and they seen it. So it was like, they already knew I was gonna come out here and stand on it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did. So it's like a lot of guys be hitting me from penitentiary, writing me on JP like, damn, well, I'm proud of you, nigga, you the motivation, nigga, we living through you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that keep me going with this shit, you know what I mean?
How does that make you feel when you get those type of messages?
It make me feel good, bro, you know? It just make me feel good, but also it just let me know, like, I gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep going. Like, I don't even, like, a lot of people will look at me and be, you know, like, they'll look at me and be like, damn, this nigga like lit, or, you know what I mean? Like, damn, some people might look at me and like, damn, I wanna be like this nigga, you know what I mean? But I'm happy and I'm one with myself, but at the same time, but like I have not accomplished a lot of stuff that I wanna accomplish, you feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff, like I say, I still got niggas in the street, you feel what I'm saying? My mama still work a job, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's all that still going on, you feel me? Like, people call me every day, damn, wow, you know, for this, for that, for this and the third, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I ain't even in the position to do it, you know? But like, come on, bro, I'm doing this right there. I understand, like, this rap shit, this shit every day. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is every day. Everything costs, everything you gotta do. Like, you gotta put your all in it, time, energy, money, all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't set out to do everything that I want to do yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I keep that in me. I be proud, you know, proud of myself, especially when I go back and look at a lot of memories or go to scroll through my phone, you know what I'm saying, my camera, and I be like, damn, bro, I really did that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, there's a lot more I want to do, bro. A lot of more heights I want to reach, you know?
Yeah. All right, so we mentioned earlier, you got Battle Test, the new album out today, man.
Yeah.
First off, just explain that title, why you chose that title for this project.
I chose that title because I was actually, I was just recently incarcerated probably like a few months ago, you know? I was incarcerated for some shit. Folks, like I say, they target me, man. They ran down on me. I'm still fighting that case right now, you know? Ran down on me, tried to give me a firearm charge, you know? And my shorty, she was with me, you know, it's in her name and stuff like that, but they still charged me with it, you know what I mean? bullshit. They just be targeting me, nigga too big for the area. And then like my previous, you know, history and background, like being a violent felon and all that type of stuff like that. But when I was just in there, you know, I was just going through a lot, you know, but I had to realize like, man, like my energy was low, you know what I'm saying? Like mentally I was off. Devil was just on my back, in my head, you know what I'm saying? I'm having them thoughts like, man, I just want to give up with this shit. Like, keep going through this shit back to back to back. Like, I done been locked up hella times even since I came home from penitentiary, you know? So it was like, I just had them thoughts like, damn. Like I said, I just wanted to give up sometimes, you know, but it ain't in me to give up, you know what I mean? The thought can cross my head, but I never make it an action, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, every time I just got to praying, you know what I'm saying? Get to talking to my pops, you know, a few other people. One of my managers, Tony, like, I just get to talking to them, a few good friends and shit. And, you know, they just giving me that positive talk, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, I just get that strength, you know what I'm saying? So everything I ever went through, I always overcame it. You know what I mean? Half of the time, I don't even be knowing how I'm gonna overcome it. You know what I'm saying? I just be having the hopes and the faith that I'm gonna overcome. And I always do, you know, by the grace of God. So I just thought about it like, damn, I'm gonna name this shit Battle Tested. You know what I mean? Like, I wanna go home and I'm gonna drop a project called Battle Tested. And it ain't always a physical war, you know what I mean? It's mental, it can be spiritual, you know what I mean? Like, it's battle tested. Like, everything I ever been through, I overcame that battle, you know what I mean? So with this project, it was just different, you know, tracks and metaphors and, you know, lines of me going through whatever I was going through at the time, maybe whether it was a spiritual war, whether it was, you know, a physical war, you know, emotional, all that, you know what I mean? And that's how I came up with the name Battle Tested.
Yeah, there's a lot of pain on this album too.
Yeah, a lot of pain, bro. I don't really get vulnerable, like, you know, like with the, you know how it be. Sometimes, you know, you had that from the world. Like, you go through it, like, you just brush it off. Like, I don't know if it's like PTSD, I don't know what it really is, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's the world, bro. Everybody go through everything. Some people go through way worse stuff than me, you feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to be the one to, like, you know, just whine about what I'm going through, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be the one for that all the time. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I just take what I'm going through. You know, I live in my feelings for a little bit, but I brush that shit off and keep going. But it's like, that shit started affecting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like I never really healed from everything I was going through. It started affecting me. I never really let it out the way I needed to let it out. You know what I'm saying? So I found myself kept repeatedly going through the same shit, and it just go open that wound right back up. You know what I mean? So it was like, I gotta address this shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta let this shit out, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to go through whatever I mean, it might not be okay, but you know, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, we human, gang. Everybody go through this shit. Like, so it was okay. I had to tell myself it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't make you no different from no other person, no other human, you know what I mean? So I started addressing that shit, like, in my ways that made me feel better, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it feel good to even just address those situations and put my pain and my experiences and situations just out, you know, for other people to relate to it. And hopefully they, you know, feel better from hearing my music, you know what I'm saying? Or knowing my life story, and it's like, damn, you know what I mean? You know how that shit is. Like,
yeah, I'm sure it's very therapeutic just getting that shit out to the world, you know?
Yeah, definitely therapeutic, bro. Like, I came home, man. I came home with, like, October 4th. Just recently, I came home from that little situation. I ain't do nothing but, like 30 days, like 30-some days or whatever, but I came straight home, got in the studio, got straight to it, you know what I mean? Knocking track out. You know what I'm saying? Working with a few people that I was working with, a few producers and shit around my way. Rico Santana, man, good producer, man. Also a brother, man. Mari, JD on the beats, Bruce on the beats, Zeke. Shout out to Zeke VIPs. You know, just different producers, Zell, you know what I'm saying, Spaz. And I just got straight to it, bro, and knocked the project out. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wanted to end my year. I just had to let it out, bro. I can't go into next year with everything that happened to me this year, bro. I just wanted to let that shit out and move past it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I decided to drop that project, Battle Tested, you know, right before the year, right before the new year. You know what I'm saying? Been to war and Battle Tested for real. A lot of niggas can't relate because they don't know how I feel. Yeah.
What videos you plan to roll out there? We know you got Throwback Wild going crazy.
Yeah, Throwback Wild, just that Throwback Wild. I plan on dropping Militant. Is a track up there. I don't know, I forgot what number it is, but Militant, Going Through It, Speeding. They kind of my favorite ones.
Yeah, Speeding was one of my favorites.
Get Up, yeah. Cause it was a real situation. It's crazy cause I was here. I was in Atlanta like couple months ago, bro. I was in Atlanta a couple months ago. I had a studio session at Astro. I had a studio session at Astro, Landscript Chip. Close friend of mine, man, my brother.
Shout out to Chip, man.
Yeah, shout out to Chip, man. He the GOAT for real, you know. I worked with him a few times. And, so I was here with him, you know, working on the project, working on a few songs and whatever. And I left because I had a few shows back home or whatever. So I leave. When I leave to go back home, it's this area called Emporia. It's like coming out of North Carolina, but going into the Virginia lines or whatever like that, Emporia. And I'm trying to hurry up back home, get back home or whatever. So I'm speeding through that jump. Knowing on police, anybody know they know you don't speed through Emporia, gang. Like that's not something you do. They gon' pull you. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I got the Waze app on, thinking that I'm good. I don't even, you know, I drop my head to turn the radio up or do something like that. Look at my phone or something. Next thing you know, I'm flying past the police. They get behind me, lock me, pull me over. When they pulled me over, you know, I'm good. I got license and all that, so I ain't even really thinking too much about it. You know, I'm thinking, damn, I'm about to get a ticket. That shit ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Man, them folks pulled me over, ran my goddamn name, come back like, you know, you got possible wants out of Norfolk. I'm like, what?
What's a possible warrant?
Possible wants?
What's a possible warrant?
Man, bro, them folks come talking
it's either
about
I got a warrant or I don't, right?
Them folks come out, they got possible wants out of Norfolk, so they called it in Norfolk. Whole time come back, man, I got about, they say I had one charge. It was a felony or something for like embezzlement or something like that, right? Shit. So I'm like, damn, what the hell is that? You know, I ain't embezzled, I don't know what the hell they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So they like, shit, we just got a call, you know, maybe it's, you know, something that you can go there, we'll let you go, write you a ticket, let you go there, figure it out or whatever. That shit ain't turn out like that though.
Oh, for real?
Nah, that shit ain't end like that, gang. You know, they ran it, whatever they called, so they like, yeah, take him down, you know what I'm saying, Norfolk, like, take him down. So I had to go to this shit called Southside Region, I believe, some shit like that in Emporia. I ain't never been there before, some country shit. But I get there, whatever, so, you know, it ain't no violent shit, it's some, what they call, it's like a non-violent charge, whatever like that. So I get in there or whatever, and there's a few guys in there, you know, they locked up. One of them got a couple gun charges, a little different shit. So I'm like, shit, I got this little boy. Even though I got a crazy background, you know, crazy criminal history, but it like, fool, I ain't got no fear to appeal. I ain't never bucked on court. I ain't never took them people on no running, no shit like that. I always turn myself in. I get caught too, but I always turn myself in. So I'm thinking like, shit, they just got a bond. I know I'm gonna get a bond. Man, they go in that junk. Call me up next. The little magistrate lady, she like, hold on, just take him back and sit him down for a minute. He got more charges. So I'm all the pieces in that bitch. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell they talking about more charges? I don't know what the hell they finna charge me with. I don't even know what they talking about. Man, them people came back with 20 charges, bro, denied my bond and set my ass in that bitch.
What the fuck?
Sick. Sick, bro, you feel me? I was sick. And I sat in there about a week, few days, maybe a little under a week, like 5 days. Then Norfolk came and got me, took me to Norfolk jail, whatever and shit. I sat in there a couple of days, went to court and got a bond, you know, and I came home. I've been home. True.
So you still fighting that shit then too?
Yeah, I'm still fighting that shit too. I got 2 open cases again. That's why I say this shit real. And all that shit just me, you know, risking my life risking my life, coming out this shit every day, risking my life, bro, to do what I gotta do, bro, just to live my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here hurting nobody. I ain't out here doing all. I left that life alone. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't out here doing that, bro. But I gotta do what I gotta do. You know? Yeah. So I'm still fighting them cases, but I don't go to court the next year to that shit. You know, but I should be all right on all that shit though. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's some plans you got for the new year for 2025, man?
Man, work, go up the ladder. You know what I mean? Projects, shows. A few more projects, you know, shows. I got, I be working on a lot for real, bro. Just mainly like getting the label right. I got some of my brothers right here, you know, they the artists on the label and shit, you know, just helping them elevate and they, you know what I'm saying, just keeping everything together. And just, you know, like, just taking my time, you know what I'm saying? Just taking my time, bro. Just taking my time, man. Not going so hard. Everything that's meant for me, I'm gonna get, bro. So I ain't gotta rush to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing time and this shit like that shit made me feel like I was deprived of a lot. So I always come home full throttle, hit the ground, running, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, I gotta pace myself with this shit now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just pacing myself, you know what I'm saying? Taking it a day at a time, no staying focused, like, cause it's so easy to get sidetracked with a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just staying focused, bro, like, doing what I gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keeping my mind strong, body strong.
Real shit, man.
Yeah.
What's some game you would share to the youngins coming up right now, man?
Game I share to the youngest, man, like, more so like, bro, like, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Figure out what you wanna do. Like, a lot of youngins, they in the streets, like, they, you know what I'm saying? They in that life where it's like, it's do or die. But it ain't always gotta be. I understand, cause I came from that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you ain't gotta be there. Like, you ain't gotta do what you see the society do. Like, you ain't gotta do what you see your man's doing. You ain't gotta do, but a lot of people do grow up in those environments where they feel like they do gotta kill, they do gotta rob, they do gotta steal, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's just the reality of shit, but, you know, it's a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, get with the positive people, the older guys, even, you know, some of the younger guys that's on the positive side. See what you can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't throw your life away in these streets, bro, because all that shit take is 1 second, and that shit can be gone. You can be dead or locked up for life. You know what I'm saying? So know what you're doing out here. Like, pay attention to what you're doing out here. You know what I mean? Like, and just go for what you know, bro. Like, life ain't, this shit short for real. You know what I mean? You don't want to make the wrong decision and throw that shit away. There's a lot of people that's not here for those 1 second decisions that they made. They ain't here no more. So my message to them is like, man, like, find something to do, man. Get the fuck out the streets. That shit ain't what it is. You know what I mean? Get out the streets, find something positive to do. You can get money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really what you do, it's how you do it. You can do a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's how you do it. Know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nah, wise words right there for sure, man. Yeah.
For sure.
All right. You got any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up here, bro?
Man, shout out to my niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? They with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who with me, you know. Fuck who not. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like, Young, Wild, and Rich, man. We in the building, man. You know, stay tuned. Tap into that Battle Tested, you know, out now, all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting that work in, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to God, you know, shout out to my family, shout out to you, you know what I mean? Real shit, shout out to you, bro. Like, appreciate the opportunity, all that. Yeah,
no problem, bro.
That's what it is, bro. Just ready to go. Ready to go. Shout out my city, too. You know what I'm saying? Even though I get a lot of hate there, but that's just what come with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my city. Yeah. For sure.
This that throwback wild, before that murder trial. We got drums with scratches like parades, we marching around the town.